Michelle Bradshaw, a taxpayers always pay it. Andrew never pay nothing. All Andrew do a thief, rob, and left the taxpayers to pay it back. Unless you don't know they talk about Ellie Nicholson. Put it down. I am going to ask again. Why would a man be caught up asking a man why him find pleasure in jerking off and a woman in masturbating? You know, there's something wrong on the black market. Why a domestic violent victim must go give Dushant her history to tell her who abuse her and which man do this and which man? This is not safe, Jamaica.
We're coming through. We're coming through. Reverse the curve. Send back the order. Reverse the curve. Send back the order. Where he come from? Anywhere he come from. If a Jamaica, if a Clarendon, if a St. Thomas he come from, St. Mary, send it back, send it back. We don't want to hear ya. Come out of Jamaica, leave we Highland, leave Jamaica, leave Jamaica. We say leave Jamaica. We are going to go Jamaica.
I'm not sorry, no, me not sorry. Me listen to PDTV show.
Put up PDTV there.
So many things I did not know until I tuned in on this show. I'm not sorry.
Oh yes.
No, me not sorry.
Oh yes.
No, me not sorry at all.
No, you have to sing it. Wait. Babsy Grange. Jamaica fool, but we not done, you know. Jamaica. This is the same man who, when we were in COVID, got the information, create an app, and the app failed the Jamaican people. This is the same man that only sending a donation money to through the app in a Hurricane Melissa. And what happened? You were told that the government doesn't have access to the website. Now, so, which website you know were developed cost anybody 80 million? Which website you know, Jamaica, cost anybody 80 million? The government has said the website cost them 80 million, and Amber Group decide to say, I develop a website, and the website is a braggadocious website. And I show you the website. And when I develop it, Jamaica, it never cost me $1,000 US. So how then Babsy create website where she say 80 million and she get it free?
What can go so?
I'm going to ask the question again because look like we are fool and we are free. Which website you know would have cost 80 million for anybody develop? Show me, Jamaica, which website you know cost $80 million for develop? This call for a ball out, you know. Which website you know TikTok cost $80 million for develop?
What can go so?
So when you, Babsy, you come with your foolish things, oh, I wonder if, where is the data being protected? Who is protecting the data? Why is this man, when I remember, I look upon over there, I said to him, say, this man partner with the JDF. I talk about them at the intelligence sharing. So are you telling me that those victims of violent abuse and domestic abuse, who is protecting their data? Amber Group has failed. Amber Group has failed to protect the Jamaican people's data over and over and over again. So why am I going to take up my money and give the Amber Group? Why don't you invest in your local technology. You have a ministry of technology. A ministry of technology should be able to find many people and put them to work to create a website. So are you telling me that the government of Jamaica is now outsourcing all of its website developments? Are you telling me the government of Jamaica is outsourcing all of its website developments now? That down to a website for domestic violence patients is now being monitored by the Amber Group? Who not to say this no make no sense? I said something, I'm going to show you on the phone and I resonate and now member. And the same way Amber Group come look pound and tell you say that him a go give him a donate the Hurricane Melissa website free of cost. You remember? You remember when some go donate the Hurricane Melissa website free of cost? And after I donate, where I'm to the whole land no get shake, no have access to no money. So why then must domestic violence abusers go give Dushan them information? We don't know where Dushan putting the information, you know. We don't know Jamaica where Dushan putting the information, you know. Who to tell if Dushan is selling people information on the black market? Why a domestic violent victim must go give Dushan her history to tell her who abuse her and which man do this and which man? This is not safe, Jamaica. Why should domestic violence victims go give Dushan? The app should have been developed in the interests of Jamaicans building Jamaica. Why do we need to outsource? The next thing you hear, so the people them get traffic out of the country and you don't know where them turn. The next thing you hear, the people get traffic out of the country and you don't know where them turn. I'm going to say something to them. Yes, so the Cooper's pen story is very important. But was the Cooper's pen story important? And enough things are past we as content creators and as journalists and as bloggers. I don't know, I get so distracted by yet the Cooper's pen, but you know have to use the eye and look where they go on. Because she signed it knowing enough people now go look pan where they go on. But why should Amber Group Jamaica? I'm going to ask it again. Him fail with the COVID, you know. No found the information were compromising a COVID, you know. Him come again with Hurricane Melissa and talk about the same free something. And we never know how much, because the man could have tell us 1.4 billion make, when in truth the website really make 4 billion, because there's no government official who was able to monitor how much money come, because it was him who saw everything. And here comes the Jamaican government again saying them going to use Dushan to go capture information. I don't feel safe about the situation, Jamaica. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe because I don't know what the information is going to be put out and what is going to be done. I really don't feel safe. Jamaica. Jamaica. I say to you all the time, read the room. And I say to you all the time, be prepared for what is to come. So when I see Horace Shang, the government of Jamaica has not explicitly stated to date what narco-terrorist agreement they have signed with the United States. And the media in Jamaica is not digging up the stories. They are literally not digging the stories. They are not putting the stories together. And when I see these things, it begs me to question exactly what is going on. It begs me, Jamaica, to question what has Horace Chang signed up the country to? And a press conference was necessary and needed for the Jamaican people to understand. The last time Horace Chang tell me something to Audrey, Marks tell me something to Dana, tell me something to Andrew, tell me something, and none of the 4 stories made one. But I am wondering, based on the WikiLeaks that is out there on Horace Chang, is Horace Chang a proxy being used by the US government for corporation to get back his visa? Is Horace Chang being a proxy whereby if he does X, then that simply means that if he cooperates with X, then this will be. But then I say to myself, if he cooperates, what then is Jamaica signed up and agreed to? Because if Jamaica has signed up and agreed to an elimination of narco-terrorism, what is narco-terrorism? Is Jamaica equally going to be assisting the United States to border our seas and to what? Bomb potential people in the name of drugs? This is a serious questions to be asked, you know. These are serious questions to be answered. And I see one of them JLP operative come on me page, very much over here, make them see. And when I look at them and I question them tonight, we must answer the questions at heart and at hand. What did Horace Chang sign to? What were the agreements made? And why is the media not being asking these questions in the interest of transparency? The people of Jamaica needs to know. And that is why I'm saying to you, Jamaica, while Cooper's pen is important, there are many geopolitical matters that are happening that is equally important. What did Horace Chang sign to? What, again, I am going to say it again, because people are not aware. What did Horace Chang sign to? And Parliament is on recess. So there's no question to be asked of him. What did he agree to? So I'm going to say to all of you bought out media professionals in Jamaica, start doing your work tonight. Last week, Cooper spent residence, and now here is the powerful beach in Trelawney being fish element. You know, sister, this look like it's a design.
I tell people it's a coastline beachfront, but if you have stuff on beachfront, because even in a Port Maria, St. Mary, they might give people notice to Pampaji. Look how long Paji did, and the fisherman them are going with themselves, and everybody I use the beach. All of a sudden, everybody I get notice. So if you live on the beach line, the coastal, the beachfront properties on coast, you know, you're definitely not safe. And the fact is that they claimed in this notice that you just put up that they want it for public purpose. What does that actually mean? What is going to actually happen to the land? Public purpose? It's already being used for public purpose.
Tarai, yeah. So, as I said, now it's becoming a pattern because you have a community below Cooper Spring, about 2 minutes drive named Rock Community. They are now because there are news going around that they're planning to um get those people off that land too, which is also a beachfront.
Rock.
Yeah,
Rock community.
Rock Community. And then now they apparently they're planning to relocate the Falmouth Allied School, which is also a beachfront property, and the hospital as well.
So
Some
all the
relocation,
hospital are move.
them are do some relocation, and this news that I'm saying now has been circulating before Cooper Spring people even get demolished off of the land.
So them
There's a
asking
whole
now.
design to take out the people them off of the pretty bridge front.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes sense now.
And I mean, this is not new to the Copper Spring people, because we had a craft village, which it was Royalton Blue Waters is now in that area. We had a craft village, we call it Bamboo Village, and they them take way off of the beachfront, because at that time you had Starfish Hotel and you have the Craft Village, which the tourists that which came to the hotel was, them would have come over the Craft Village and buy souvenir, and them take we off of the beachfront and build up hotel there. So it really and truly don't new to us, and told us we need to go to Falmouth port and go register to get craft shop over there. So this whole relocation thing is not new to us.
Mighty God. So all of them people here have to go relocate and move out of the off of the beachfront.
Where them a go? What they're going to do when I take them livelihood? You talk about fishermen, craft vendors, all the type of different people. Where are they actually going to go?
What
There
are
is
they?
an independently published Silver Sands record stating that the Customs Caribbean Vacations Limited leased Jacob Taylor Beach from the government of Jamaica. The same source describes CCB as a sister company of My Silver Sands and says CCB worked with the local community while keeping the be free to them. So another private party leased the property before even CCV. So CCV got a lease from the government. Craft vendors and cook shops were allowed to remain there. But no, them said them want it. And NRCA serving notices require the occupants to leave. And so what changed between that long-standing arrangement that allowed the fishermen and the vendors and the businessmen to remain and between then and now and this 2026 decision requiring to have vacant possession? And the development order that they're giving, it says two things. Two
Yes.
large-scale developments were proposed on the lots immediately east and west of Jacob Taylor Beach. So
So
the
them are
lot,
going to land.
that's what we want to know.
Nothing more than a hotel them are going to put this again,
That me want to know what them are going to do. Them talk about for public purpose. And I want to know what kind of public purpose when public purpose already there.
Mighty God.
We want to know who approved this, when. And
And
what
the office of the Prime Minister that unit there too.
who going to control the beach after them take off the people them? And why must Juliet Plummer and the other established occupiers leave permanently if this is simply a repair and improvement? Because that's what they're saying, it's a repair and improvement. So why must Juliet Plummer and the other established occupiers leave permanently?
Because at the farce that at the trick that if you tell them so them it is a temporary thing. But if it's a temporary thing, them no need to move. But because them know them have them ism and schisms plan. No, sir. Hey, me never see somebody in the country yet,
Whew. We don't realize what's been going on. Them foot been on our necks. First, okay, so Hurricane Melissa. Let's even have to go far. Let's just start with Hurricane Melissa. It destroyed Jamaica. Right after Hurricane Melissa, Jamaica, let me take off them glasses. Destroyed Jamaica. them come out and say, what? The people them still in our seabed go find hydrant aisle seep and aisle after them go in our seabed. Then after that, them come out and say we want tax sweet beverages. After that, nobody know the West. Nobody know everybody still live on the top and have nothing, you know. People still try to build them life. October, November. Remember, so nobody not get light all December, January. People still not have no light. Then someday, you know, nobody not have light. People still are struggling, you know.
Yeah.
The man come out and say, oh, we want tax sweet drinks. So they look a Kool-Aid and Tang where people are fair try make other.
Hold on, for keep at their time.
He want billions of dollars off of sweet drinks, beverages, and something. Then he come and say, oh, he not done. He want $1 billion in a traffic fine right after that. So they look at taxi man, they were just gang up on the road car. No school never opened, everything mashed down, school broke up, everything, people they warm. So they just go back on the road for make one look a hustle. He want $1 billion in traffic fine. What that tell us say, police are going up on the road like white pan rice.
True.
And it not stop there. So after that, him talk about him, I bring the Porties, come to Jamaica. Come on, let me see how them put their foot on neck the whole time. And this is just August, not even 8 months, in an 8 month period, the amount of things.
Went to the Jamaican people. Then Chango signed agreement with the Secretary of War, so them go deal with terrorists.
Yes, and then they passed this NARA Act, this NARA bill
Plus
that gives one person control of everything.
But I am saying to the Jamaican people, everywhere around the country, presently, there is now a land grabbing spirit. Silver Sun in Duncans, where the people today got a notice. The people today got notice. The people today got notice. And I am saying, Cooper's Pen, man in St. Elizabeth, man, the people in St. Thomas, the people in St. Anne, who is next? The people of Parity. The land issue is becoming a worrying one. And many people are like, oh, Andre, it's not that serious. It is a serious matter. It is a serious matter. Because I know it is a serious matter. Who will be next? I am also hearing equally Jamaica. And I'm going back to this land issue whilst I'm ending the program tonight. But a lot of people are not seeing the importance of what is happening. Let me tell you why it is important. Are you aware of how many Jamaicans around Jamaica are on squatter land? You know how many people squatting on lands in Jamaica? Almost 800,000 Jamaicans are squatting on lands. And if almost 800,000 Jamaicans are squatting on lands, you could be next. It could be St. Mary. It could be in Clarendon. It could be right there again in another part of Trelawney. It could be somewhere in St. James. It could be in Portland. It could be another place in Kingston and St. Andrew. You don't know where they're going to strike next. You literally don't know. And what is happening to the people of Jamaica is that because majority of you don't understand the importance of land rights, land titling, you could be next. You see what Tova Hamilton has told the people in Cooper's Pen? She never knew about it, you know. But now Tova is telling the people in Cooper's Pen they will have to leave. You hear that? Tova Hamilton has confirmed and told the people in Cooper's Pen that the 100+ families that are there will have to leave. But
What can go so?
So you are now seeing, because a lot of you don't know, the residents in Duncans at Jacob Taylor Beach were given 1 month's notice to vacate. 1 month's notice to vacate. I'm going to say it again and people are going to say, what? The same place that they were given a notice to vacate is 10 minutes from Cooper's Bend. So I am asking you, see, this notice that they were given was through NEPA in the office of the Prime Minister. So it can't be said again, the Prime Minister never know that these people are to vacate. So I am saying, are you realizing the DNA? Are you realizing it is a coordinated effort by the government to reacquire and take away the beach fronts? Because they have a plan. They have a plan. I believe that Christopherton will go down as the worst health minister in Jamaica's history. The reason I ask is simple. Our hospitals are under pressure. Patients are complaining. Healthcare workers are stretched. And yet, at a time like this, Jamaicans are demanding answers about the state of healthcare. The health minister is taken to the streets and talking about masturbation. If you don't believe me, this is what Christopherton is on the road, you know. People sick, people are dead, people don't have access to medicine, people don't have access to hospital, and Christopherton is on the road speaking about masturbation. If you don't believe, the man in charge of healthcare is more interested in who jerking off and pleasuring themselves. You hear there? The man have more. Him look like him get a frenzy or getting an illusion. Or him have an orgasm thinking about people. Why would a minister be focusing on who jerking off and who finger themselves versus we go deal with the country's healthcare system? You know,
What can go so?
why you care if a man a jerk or a girl a finger herself? How that become a national priority over the country's business? People not bed, people not medication, people can't do surgery, doctor in a shit water, nurse, ball out!
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything.
What can go so?
Why am so fascinated with man of jerk them body and ladies a finger themselves?
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Again, let me cool it down. Why would a man be so fascinated to find out who using rose, who using tie, who a jerk them body versus we go fix the state of healthcare in the system? How that becomes a priority for a minister of government? How that becomes a priority for a minister of government when so many people in the hospitals dying? So many people in the hospitals are dying. And the minister of government gone pan road to go ask about why man a jerk off them body and why woman a finger them punani. Is that the priority of the government to go investigate and question why man a jerk body and why woman a finger punani? You know?
What can go so?
Only don't tell me if you cool it down. Only not can't tell me if you fool it down. Why it should be the priority of a minister to know who a jerk body versus who a finger pum pum. You know, there's something wrong with him.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
If you have a problem with me shouting or me being erratic, you don't have to watch my platform. Many other people out there. I am going to ask again. And don't tell me to tone it down. Because when he was out there, he wasn't toning down the conversations about who pleasuring themselves from who not pleasuring themselves. You must get to the truth and ask yourself. Ask yourself, why would a government minister go on a road to do blog about who is jerking their cock and who is fingering their punani? Because when I ask me to tone it down, I am going to ask again, why would a man be caught up asking a man why him find pleasure in jerking off and a woman in masturbating? You know, sister, something wrong. You know, sister, something wrong, Jamaica. You know, sister, something wrong. Let me tell you why I know say something wrong. People don't have access to surgeries. People don't have access to medication. Right now, enough of the hospitals, in the emergency rooms, people can't give even access to a doctor because one doctor has serviced the entire room. I am saying that to say, Jamaica, if you know those are the situation, why would a minister be caught up focusing on who is jerking his or her cock and who is fingering her vagina? You know, sister, something wrong. Me go ask again, how that becomes the priority of a minister of government to find out why more people using sex toys and masturbating versus to go fix the dilapidated, nasty, dirty hospitals? Something wrong. I mean, I want nobody come tell me for cool down because them now fix the hospital them. You know how much people are dead in the hospital them. For a man to come look at you, to come ask the question, why a man a jerk off? A man a jerk off is not the priority of a government. Yeah, I'm definitely have the one named Ben Spunani when spend the $80 million pan. This is an embarrassing state of governance. You know what is the purpose of a minister? To drive legislation, to drive policies. What Tufton is doing is total deflection and gaslighting. Imagine you have a minister gone up and road for go ask people about where them a jerk off. Them bedroom activities about jerking off and fingering a clitoris. The man is more caught up to question, how is a man using jerking off and why a woman fingering her clitoris? Something definitely wrong with him. How that become a priority of a government? Oh, that becomes the priority of a government. He went to talk to people, you know, who, if you listen to them, majority of them now have the intellectual capabilities. You know, he says a pervert, Christoph and the pervert. Because, me if you find satisfaction as me is a minister of government, and me find satisfaction if you walk around and ask people why people jerk off and finger them clitoris.
Carlin. Good afternoon, Ed Boy. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No man. Marshy, when Marshy deliver, remember Marshy a senior statesman over here now. We have to give Marshy him time. Yeah?
Yes, Ed Boy. Good afternoon.
Have to deliver, man, and him deliver did
yes.
No, you know, I want to promise you I am not going to behave myself today. I'm not going to get the program. But I'm not going to get the program in any trouble. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh. You know, I'm really asking myself if the government is pleasuring itself.
What do you mean? Pleasuring himself. What do you mean?
Well, you want me to explain what that means?
Yes.
If you don't know that, then you don't know nothing.
Me know, but me want to know what you mean, cause they're telling crisis.
I said what I mean.
Yes. Self-pleasure.
Because the only time you can be so heartless and wicked is when you're busy pleasuring yourself. Yeah?
So the business bound nobody else, himself a business bound.
Yourself, it's like what you call a selfie. Nobody take picture again.
Yes, a
they busy
selfie.
taking selfie because them selfish. But you know, I really want to say, Christoph Dunn, that when one popularity has fallen to the ground, you really have to do some. The man worse than a blogger, and Andre was correct, you know. The way in which Andre dealt with him the other night, he was absolutely correct. This man has become a blogger, a TikToker.
Yeah, PR him on the road. In nothing else to do.
I talk about Rose and jerking off. Well, I could tell you what, Tufton, I could tell you what you're busy doing. You are busy jerking off while health system is going to waste. You're in your $80 million Benz Punani. Busy rosing it while other
ball out. Whoa, yo.
Busy rosing it while the rest of them never flowers. No. Ed, why they
I mean, you ask yourself the question, what the heck does these things have to do with ordinary people?
No bed, no.
I mean, when... Huh?
Remember when on the bed at the hospital?
No, but because they don't want no bed at the hospital because they're doing it on the floor.
Go. With the rats.
You remember my father did say, no, I'm referring to the minister. You remember my father did say, we could go out of the house, go on the house top.
Yeah.
Huh? Well, him literally taking it serious, him take out the bed out the hospitals. Yeah? Him not use bed again. You remember when he did see the video, him never did on the bed, you know, you hear something like Pluck. I go and leave your coat, maybe I myself.
Ball out. Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
A 33-year-old mother is dead.
33-year-old.
3 days after giving birth, and her family wants to know whether the hospital was supposed to care for her failed. They want to know whether the hospital cared for her or did they fail in caring for her.
What cause are they?
Her name was Kenise Dunn. She walked into the St. Anne's Bay Hospital on July 29th, 9 months pregnant. And according to the family, she had already been complaining that she could not pass her stool. Then on August 14th, Kenise Dunn died 3 days after becoming a mother. Now, after her family... Now, her family is suing the St. Anne's Bay Hospital for negligence. The hospital, by the way, has launched an internal review into what happened. Tonight, Jamaica, I'm going to bring in one of the family members for Kenise Dunn to tell us what is happening. Can we bring in Kenise Dunn's family, Matthew?
Hi, Andre. Thank you to bring this case to light. You know, it's really heartrending, honestly, for the family. Mm-hmm. We're devastated because, you know, she's pretty young. She's a mother of 3. And we want to know if the hospital really negligent in her death. Because
just a moment, I know you are very passionate about this particular matter. I'm asking for everyone. If you want to see the interview from TikTok, you have to come over my YouTube page. That's how you're going to listen to the interview, because I haven't powered the platform for you to listen to it on that. So you have to come over to my YouTube page, PDTV News Jamaica, to hear the live. Now, what is your name, Miss Victoria?
Yes, it is.
And who are you to Kenise?
I'm her aunt.
You're her aunt?
Yes.
So I understand that 12 days into her hospital stay, Kenise revealed she was unable to pass her stool at the toilet. What happened? Tell us more about it.
Well, I'm going off of what I heard. She keep calling for help from the other family member because I'm not there. So I'm telling you just how I get it. She's asking for help because she could not go to
pass her
to the
stool.
bathroom. Right. She couldn't go to the bathroom. So they asked for an ultrasound in which eventually they said that they have to take her to Ocho Rios to get it. But
so the ultrasound couldn't be done at the hospital?
No, they have to take her to Ocho Rios, and that time they said that the ambulance is not working, they're short of staff. However, they get her to go after, and they come back and said there was gas underneath her rib cage. And so that they have to go in to do an operation, emergency operation, because the gas lodged there. Now,
so the gauge was lodged in her the rib area there.
Yes. So that was the case that they said that they have to do. But what I don't understand, Andre, is that after they find out that she's there for from the 29th.
She has been there from the 29th of July.
Yes. There's no doctor and nurse ask her if she go to the bathroom, because that's protocol that you normally ask a patient, did you use the bathroom, did you pee, did you poo, and I really don't understand that how could she backed up for 2 liters of feces in her body. It's really heart-rending.
2 liters of feces?
Yes, 2 liters of feces in her body when they so if she have that amount of feces in her body and she's gonna push to have baby, then obviously they're saying that it erupt her intestine by she pushing, so I'm saying, why didn't a doctor or nurse ask her the question, look into those things if she don't go to the bathroom for so many days?
Wow. So you're saying, so no doctor over that 12 days recognized that she had these feces and it needed to be passed?
Obviously not, because she keep calling the family member that she can't go to the bathroom.
So no family member didn't come and start raise up arms?
Yes. Family member go there and reach out to some higher authorities and stuff like that, and eventually they said that they're gonna emergency surgery. Now, after emergency surgery and the stool and everything, the intestine erupt. I understand that they said that the case is now bigger than Sinans Bay. They have to take her to another.
So after 12 days, her intestine started to be fractured and all of that?
After she pushed. No, after she have the baby. She have an 8-pound baby.
So after she have the baby, she's still not passing stool?
No.
Mighty God.
And she pushed. I'm just saying, from that time, she was that strong to push out an 8-pound baby boy.
And for 12 days, she don't do?
No. And after she pushed out the baby, then she's having heavy pain, and she started to call the family member again that, the pain is severe. And I heard there's a lot of people, I can't say because I wasn't there, but now I'm seeing it that other people were there in the hospital, patients, that they're saying that she was on the floor, she was begging for help. And
she was on the floor?
Yes, and nurse begging for help, and nurse didn't just walk past like it's just another baby mother ready to give birth at that time. So it's a lot of things going on in Sinans Bay, especially because I can say the health care is not good, because her mother 4 years ago, today to be exact, her mother died. She were complaining about abdominal pain, and she went into the same Sinans Bay, and it was about I think it was for Well, eventually I found that it was gallstone that she have at that time. But she was in the hospital forever and they could not, they do all the tests that you could ever think of. And it was one thing, it was the gallstone. The gallstone, and by that time they find out it's a gallstone, the kidney now is already damaged. So she go home now and she have a kidney problem. The mother died today.
So the mother died previously.
Today, the same date. This date. So this is what, 18th? The 18th. Our mother died.
How many years that ago our mother died?
About 4 years now.
In the same hospital system.
You see, yes, because that's where she go first. You know, and now she go, and I heard that she said she didn't want to go because her mom passed and her mother suffered at that same hospital, so she didn't want to go. But because it's a baby, you know, they say, okay, just gonna have a baby, and she have a baby before, so you know. No.
So she never wanted to go in the hospital.
That's what I heard. She did not.
So what is the explanation the doctor's giving?
There's the explanation that I heard that they're giving is that when they go in, because this is not after, because she have the baby, they did not do a C-section. She have the baby, but after they go in to release the gas, the air from underneath her cage, they say they see that she have a tumor in there, and then the large intestine in the colon, and then the large intestine erupt from she pushing, giving birth. So they now they need to take her now to another to Kingston or Montego Bay, and they called and said,
so they needed to carry her to a trauma hospital.
Yes, and then they said the hospital, they don't have no vacancy. There's no vacancy in Kingston. There's no vacancy in Montego Bay. So now tell me, if she have feces all over inside her intestine, she's definitely septic. Definitely, because that's how it goes, you know. So now they're gonna say 3 days after, now they're gonna say septic kill her. So you know, it's for me, it's lack of care.
So 12 days in that. So 12 days she don't pass no stool and no nurse don't say to you that is abnormal.
No, and not only that, I feel that, well, I wasn't there, so I'm saying she was admitted for abdominal pain. So I would think that she was feeling a lot of pain. So maybe she didn't go to the bathroom before she even go to the hospital. I don't know. I really don't know. But for her to have 2 liters of stool in her, that's a lot.
2 liters of stool enough that you know what she pooped.
She pooped. Yeah. And they make a report that while she was there, she pooped. So now I'm saying, if they make a report that she pooped, and she said she did not, and she calling and begging for help, and then that's when the family members them out there start to call.
Yes, said she was on the ground.
Yes, there's a lot of people that now saying that she suffered. She really suffered, and it's heartrending. It's really heartrending, and I'm really appreciate you bringing some light to this, because the healthcare system is messed up out there, Andre. Messed up. A lot of people overseas would like to go back home, but the healthcare system is what they're afraid of. They're so much afraid. If they come for 6 months, they have to go back home to try to get medical assistance. So that is something I'm really glad you're bringing a light to. And I'm really happy.
So what other complications did the doctor say she have?
They say that she turned going to heart failure. They said she have kidney problem, liver problem.
That is when the sepsis gone full.
Must be, because she have her baby, and that's when they go in.
But wait, Courtney. If it is a case that you don't pass stool for more than 3 days, shouldn't that be the time when the doctors be looking at you to see to it that you pass your stool? Or give you some kind of medication? So the doctors never give her no medication for her to attempt to pass stool.
Obviously, I don't know of it, because she would have passed some stool or something in which they claim I heard that they claim that she did pass stool, but I don't know. She says she didn't pass no stool because she's the one that called the family member to say that the pain is severe, and she don't pass no stool. So I don't know what to believe.
Because you should have get a laxative or something, Courtney. For all of those things we bung up in her if just pass out.
Yeah, but if she have 2 liters of stool in her plus the baby, and they're saying that they find a tumor in her colon, that was blocking the stool from come out. But the fact that she's in the hospital for over 2 weeks plus, that's more than time for a doctor to assess her properly and see because she don't just go into the hospital. She didn't just get up and go. She was in the hospital for over 2 weeks and a couple of days. So that was long enough time for the doctor to assess her and see what's going on.
So after the baby come 3 days after she passed.
She passed, yeah.
What they say on the death certificate is the cause of death?
I don't know.
Septic shock.
But they said septic, that was one of the things, yeah. They said.
So the hospital administration has made no contact with your family to say that them going to do some further research and investigation.
Today, I heard that they reach out, Minister of Health and stuff, they reach out that they're going to make an investigation and
you can't make this stop here, so I'm going to tell you why you can't make this stop here, sir.
I'm not intent.
A few years ago,
Andre, I'm not intent to.
A few years ago, it's 8 years ago to be exact, a family lost their child to medical negligence at the University Hospital of the West Indies. And 8 years after, they won the case. Do you understand? I don't want you to go in a no private meeting with Christopherton. I don't only need to get justice for the daughter.
That's what I want. So it can help other people so the health care can be much better in Jamaica, because a lot of people want to go home and they can't. So I'm looking, she gone already. And we can't bring her back. Her mother gone, we can't bring her back.
So you said the mother died because of kidney stones issues?
Yes, I'm telling you.
And then she come now dead from septic shock?
Yes.
But is the family going to do a private autopsy?
Well, we're gonna do what we're supposed to do. Yeah, we're gonna
33 years old.
Yeah.
Died from septic shock. 12 days in the hospital without passing bowel, without any bowel movement.
Yeah.
No hospital, no ambulance, no doctor to attend, no nurses to attend to your niece. Your niece fell on the floor calling out in agony and pain.
Yes.
Asking for help, and nobody attended to her.
That's what I heard. Yes, that's what I heard. That's what I heard. So I thank you. I thank you. And I'll be keep in touch, and I'll send you some more.
And I am seeing persons on my TikTok say, I saw a comment when a girl said she was beside her. She was crying for help and no one came to help her.
Thank you.
Mighty God.
Thank you.
If that girl is over here, reach out to me at 865-4587. 865. We want you to talk to me on the YouTube to tell me what really happening at the hospital before she died.
Exactly.
All right?
It's an eyewitness.
And the baby is 8 pounds. So she healthy baby that, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Have a baby normal. So she must have some strength in her to have a baby normal.
So how she ended up at the figure do the CTs, the scan?
No, who take her? I can't tell her who take her to do the CTs. And I can't tell her that, but I know the pain. After she had a baby, she was in severe pain.
Ultrasound, not CT scan.
No, ultrasound.
The ultrasound.
Yes. She was in severe pain. And that's when they say, okay, because when they come and tell me, they say it's some gas underneath her rib cage, and I'm like, okay. They say they're going to release it. I'm like, okay, they're going to release the gas. But not knowing that they're going to release that, and it's a whole different story.
I'm going to say to you, I'm going to give you some attorneys, and you can choose which one you want to use. I'll recommend the ones that I know will take your case seriously, because I'm not going to make you go talk to any attorney. At the end of the day, it's all about social media relevance, and your case is not attended to properly.
Yes.
So I will see to it that I give you the most caring attorneys, Courtney.
Thank you.
The most credible ones who I know will take your case seriously. Not just for the clout and the hype and media blitz, but will do what is necessary to get you justice.
Thank
All right?
Thank you, Andre.
We will talk.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
We will talk.
You a lot. Thank you.
We will talk. You know what I want to ask Donovan Collins? I must commend Donovan Collins that despite his political allegiance, he decides to stand on the principles of law and constitution. I reached out several times today, Jamaica, trying to find Mr. Collins. But I was unable. As you know, I traveled. But I know one day I will find Donovan Collins to have a discussion with him. One of the lawyers who actually making sense on social media. That he used the law to teach the people of this country the right from wrong. Then, you know what I find very interesting? I saw an article this evening from, what they call themselves? Lawyers Christian Fellowship, Jamaica, where attorney Helen Coley Nicholson is saying that if the lawsuit should go through, they are warning the lawsuit against the state for breaching the constitutional rights of the residents of Trelawney will cost taxpayers. We know it's going to cost taxpayers, my darling. Helen, whatsoever your name. Helen Coley Nicholson. But sure we will, it has never cost the taxpayers for all these years. Eh? When me go say this to you, Helen Coley Nicholson, when Andrew Holness called the OLIPA illegal state of emergency, and the taxpayers it cost, you know, and never Andrew Holness. When only keep Grand Gala and the taxpayers it costs and Andrew Holness. When Holness buy the OLIPA, put up the OLIPA house, the man put him name on it. And the taxpayers pay and never Andrew Holness. When the all bust them when Daryl Vaz thief up the money and gone bout, and taxpayers pay feet in on Daryl Vaz. It has always been the taxpayers paying for government badness. So me don't know how she ever tell we say if the man them go pursue them legal rights. We know that the taxpayers paid.
How paid 300 million?
When Bobby Montague and him friend them, they take up the used car deal. A taxpayers pay, we still not get the car them, you know.
No.
When we get the magic school bus, a taxpayers pay, no, we don't see the magic school bus. When we hear about the Starlink, taxpayers pay, me beloved, and we still not get the Starlink them.
Cornwall Regional.
When you talk about Cornwall Regional and the tax overrun, a taxpayers pay, me love, and I'll know the hospital not done.
Yes.
When Royal Reed thief up the Nutrition Products Limited and the money from Ministry of Education, a taxpayers pay feet. When Andrew Wheatley did get the cake, too much thousands of dollar case, a taxpayers pay it, you know, and nobody not say nothing about it.
Yeah.
So all you have a problem. When you talk about the drill, what they are, a taxpayers pay about the drill, you know. So when you never talk, me beloved, lawyers, Christian community, where you say your name. When you talk, Courtney, show me where Andrew Holness pay for anything in this country.
80 million.
When Christoph and Lady get the $80 million Punani contract, a taxpayers pay it, you know. And we never say nothing. One man, woman get taxpayers money, 80 million. When When Andrew Holness take up and he said, go a World Cup, a taxpayers pay to know me love. So how then you go talk, say? The man them we go get a piece of partner draft from the state. We know sir taxpayers have to go pay it. But we have been paying taxes for this government for the last 10 years. So why is it a problem now? When Jamaica government money go in a SSL, a taxpayers pay it.
Low that.
When a taxpayers pay it.
Of course. We shall be this boat.
So how is a problem now? How is a problem now? You are talk about a taxpayers pay. Me not have no problem if the man them don't Trelawney get taxpayers money. I'm going to say this again. When JPS get the partner draft from the Elvas what day, a taxpayers pay to know me the Liars Christian Fellowship lady, you know. So me don't know how Michelle Bradshaw, a taxpayers always they pay it. Andrew never pay nothing. All Andrew do a thief rob and left the taxpayers to pay it back. Unless you don't know they talk about Ellie Nicholson.
Come in front of that class.
Come in front of the class.
Come here.
Because not found no position and talk about you know well learned it. But you know understand say a taxpayers pay.
Yeah. Where you pick up that?
So when you they come, attack. Want to the Negril sign and have a taxpayers pay it. With the money where the church get what they are in a hurricane Melissa, you know. And the taxpayers pay the church we get the millions, you know. What the 70th and the 50th million with the church get from them pepper pray this man, yeah. Ball out! A taxpayers pay it!
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there.
So when Eileen Coley Nicholson, I don't know her, you know. When the 200% increase happened what day, Eileen Coley Nicholson, a taxpayers pay it, and never you, are we, all are we, and never Andrew Holness. Patrol them in no constituency. When you think about the patrol, when you think about the whole and all them were rev out and done out and something and nothing a come. You don't think some of these are back on the 300%? We begin tonight, so Jamaica. We begin with, let's just say, the interesting comments from the thieving Prime Minister. Here's what he's saying to the Jamaican people tonight. He came with a warning to the civil servants. He's warning top civil servants in government not to allow their personal political beliefs to get away on their jobs. You hear what him said? Do not let your personal political beliefs get in the way of doing their jobs. Take a listen and a look at what Andrew Holness said, Jamaica. Listen to this.
Because as public servants, you must not be political. If you disagree with something politically, that's your right. But it is not your right to use your office to frustrate the government. And that must be said. And so I urge our permanent secretary, as we are in this phase of our development, I urge our permanent secretaries to ensure that the administration is moving with speed and alacrity, faithfully and consistently to execute the lawful mandates given. Otherwise, governments fail. So the minister determines what governments seek to accomplish. The permanent secretary must help to determine how it can be accomplished lawfully, efficiently, and effectively, and organize the ministry to get it.
Matthew, play this again for me now, please. You know you're the dictator. Play this again, Matthew.
Because as public servants, you must not be political. If you disagree with something politically, that's your right. But it is not your right to use your office to frustrate the government. And that must be said. And so I urge our permanent secretary, as we are in this phase of our development, I urge our permanent secretaries to ensure that the administration is moving with speed and alacrity, faithfully and consistently to execute the lawful mandates given. Otherwise, governments fail. So the minister determines what governments seek to accomplish. The permanent secretary must help to determine how it can be accomplished lawfully, efficiently, and effectively, and organize the ministry to get it.
So here is the Prime Minister warning basically the permanent secretary. Yes. If you have PNP in the ministry, take them out, you know. Yeah. Here is a Prime Minister telling people, if you're going to disrupt the flow of his administration, take them out, you know. Like, no. Again, Courtney, I told you he's a fascist. I told you he's a Hitler. And when I said it to people, people say, but I am surprised that the oldest administration talking about performance evaluation. I am surprised, Jamaica. I am literally surprised by this. Does that same political aside rule apply to him and his ministers? Or only when it is convenient? I'm going to ask the Jamaican people today. If Andrew Holness saying that teachers, nurses, doctors, civil servants must be evaluated before they are paid. So how the politician not being evaluated and the politician on average collecting $14 million per year? How is it, Courtney? Politicians are collect from 14 to 28 to 30 million. And there is no performance evaluation for them. But the people at the lower tier, the people who make the door run, who make the wind speed, the man going to say to you that you need to be evaluated before you get paid. So if you don't know, I wonder if I can apply that to PDTV. Matthew, I wonder if I must spare you Dread and Courtney Claudette and the Wolano based on performance evaluation. Ball out!
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the...
No, Courtney. The man said... No.
What a wicked man.
What a wicked man. Teacher not even not collect no proper pay already. Nurses and doctors they not collect no pay. And then here is a man. Remember, you know, one nurse all attend to 40 patients at night time, you know. Remember a doctor in a surgery room without even equipments. Remember that the police and the soldier them depend road morning, noon and night. And the man is saying to you civil servants tonight that he's warning you all. If you are PNP and if you are going to obstruct the work of his government, get rid of you, you know. But you see, him now say, let me say something to you. You're not hear him saying to the parliamentarians, let us do performance evaluation. Road want fix, you know. School want fix. And no government official is saying, let us do performance evaluation for government officials. If you were in a position like the Prime Minister, don't you think that the government should be evaluated for their performance? Don't you think that your member of parliament must be evaluated before he or she is paid? Don't you think the ministers of government deserve a performance evaluation before they are given a pay each month? I'm going to ask Courtney, don't you think a woman like Favour Williams deserve a performance evaluation? What is Favour doing? What is Dora doing? What is Matthew Samuda doing? What is Nesta Morgan doing? What is Kamina Johnson Smith doing? What is Arbin Hill doing? What is Edmund Bartlett doing? So I am saying all thieving Daryl Vaz, what him doing apart from thieving? Where Bobby Montague do and where we do build house and acquire land. What is Babsy doing apart from fighting Kerencia? What Abka doing? What what I want the name Fat Soba one? How would the Fat Soba call one name again? Cause a long time ago. What Christopherton doing apart from talking about jerking off and fingering clitoris? So if we are to evaluate what is Audrey Marks doing apart from going away, go negotiate with the United States. We get 10,000 despicable. What are they doing to deserve the 300% increase? So if government, your prime minister saying to all of you that before they start get paid, I'm going to start evaluating on a performance before they get paid. Unasi says a wicked man this. People already suffering, Courtney, with the rising cost of inflation. The man get 300% increase and not evaluate himself, you know. But him decide to evaluate the poor, ordinary people in the country. Nothing is wrong with performance evaluation, you know. Nothing is wrong with incentivized pay. But when you think about it, how can a prime minister who is not governing in the interest of the people, but governing in the interest of himself, talking about performance evaluation? Hello, good afternoon, my student. You know, miss me?
You mean, good afternoon, teacher and classmate. Teacher, congratulations. Teacher, I award a mad them. We are mad them for this season. We are bloom. But teacher, what a wickedness with the baby mother. What the lady I said to you, not true, you know, because even if you get C-section, you have to pass stool before you left the hospital and the baby have to do the same thing too. So I don't know what kind of storage the inner that the woman with them a store. They must know because they know they want more people for their mag. But Christopher Tufton now teacher.
Yes.
This freaky deaky. Come here, Christopher Tufton, the old freak you. I can't talk about man fear back then face and woman fear you use rules. He come like for him, he have a store when they sell them there's something there. But you know when I talk about teacher.
Yes.
In the promote because I have for him production that.
They say Christopher have sex ties.
Yes, me believe then he won't come out with it. Then a promotion teacher. If you remember, so when you same like how they promote back to school. No same when they promote him things them.
Yes, so you say it's a promotion.
Yes, in the pan is a promotion. But when me say teacher, remember saying no, the 2 little balls where him have and the 31. You know what say? Him love put it on in a people throat. So when time him don't put it on in a $80 million punani.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus.
Where you say him love the Karen?
Push it down in a paper, in 31 down in a 14, in throat. So you see the 2 little bars, them we ain't got no of them. You know, see flush style it. The 2 little bars now, when time you press them, then flush. So everything, toothpaste, everything come out for brush. $80 million to punani. All free. And that in life. Teacher, you know me as I in like for you. Him a freak. So the 2 little bars, them you know the 2 button, them remember saying everybody have chain tile it. So you have 2 buttons on the tile it. So when you press everything gone down. So when you press the 2 little bars, them know everything gone down in a throat.
My well, so you said dung in the
Ball
out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Karen, them miss you. Why you say? Give me the next part now. You have to give me for the 3-4 days you never there.
Yes, me I go give you a teacher. Me say me have to love one Derval Maroon. You know Derval call them Gobla Gabla.
Gobla Gabla.
Gobla Gabla them. But teacher, me tell you this on a serious note. No, me miss your feature, you know. I mean miss student them. But teacher, you know see. You know, if government where then they do oversight to people, them teacher, you know, see when they vote for them, you know, see they use way back and to take it on leather. They use fear back to, you know, and climb. So when they use way back, take it on leather, teacher. When they climb up on me and you, and when they reach it up, then tap on with finger, you know. And when they tap on with finger, they want with it turn over and drop a gun. But guess what? Somebody did it the whole way back. Then you teacher, whole for them use your back turn leather, you know. And climb up. And when they climb up, then tap on your finger.
And they tell you, you know about it. Me said today, me say me I go fix George Sylvester Davis, Dotty Batty Jerry. And me I said to somebody say, me need him number. And me get the number, Karen. And me send him the video when me see him talk today on the morning program. So when me see the video now, me say to him, say, I'm going to fix your business today. The man called me right away, Andre Stefano Stevens. That was never meant for you. So me say, who it meant for? Then me now talk everything when they say, Karen, so him say, him say Smaddy do one video pan him and cut out the video and this and that and everything. And him say, boy, Andre, you do me bad on the internet. Me say, so when me talk any lie, me say, George, where are you deserve national award? The man say me in a journalism for 20 odd years. Me say, in the 20 odd years you're in the journalism, what have you done? Andre, you know, me say, George, me say, me now look for you and give you no relevance. Me say, me da go fix him business today. But when he give me the context as to who him attack, me say, then him say, nobody can do it like you, you know, Andre. None of we don't. No. So me say, George, when me call your name, me get too little views, you know. Hear him, you know. Me say, me not call your name, me get no views, you know. Him say, boy, Andre, you know the media landscape. So me gonna stop call them name for 1 month and see what happened to them.
You then deliver off, cause guess what? You know we're tongue, you know. You know we're tongue, you know we're G-string, and you know we're brassiere, and you know we're bow tie. Them a crawl on their knee. No for them a crawl on teacher. If you figure their yard or me figure their yard one morning, when them come out, what frost upon their face, what white frost upon their face, have a great deal.
What upon them?
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Where you sit upon them face, Karen?
Frosting because they eat too much one night, come on too much bride. They eat. They eat too much.
Ball out!
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Is it this uncle that the girl that died? She named Kizzy.
Denise, yeah.
Done, yeah. I was right beside her, you know.
Yeah?
From the day she come in.
Who am I speaking to?
I'm one of the patients that was there. I don't really like my name going out there. That's why I don't.
Oh, yeah, man. Okay,
there.
Yeah, I understand.
All right.
So what happened?
And when she came in, she was walking and everything.
Yeah.
But she, I didn't know what was her complaint until she started crying that she can't pass stool.
Yes.
So she go I hear she called some of the nurses. Some were attentive, like a few of them were attentive. But when we know it was severe is when she started vomiting. And she was in so much pain, she took off her clothes. It was late in the night. She took off her clothes, went on the floor in the vomit, and asking each nurse to put a pass for help. Then they told her they're not assigned to her. The person who's assigned to her, she needs to find the person who's assigned to her, but they're not assigned to her.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So they didn't know in pain on the floor until one of the nurses come, another nurse come and said to her, she can't stay like that in the hospital. So we got up, some of the baby mothers got up and tried to help her clean her up and put her back on night. She put her back in the bed. Right?
Yes.
She after she went back into the bed, one of the girls across go to the bathroom and come back. I doze off. But the ticket in my phone. It's in my phone. I don't remember. Look. So when the girl come back, she was just in time to catch her with a bottle of Panadol that she took off the nurse's head.
Wait, you said who had the Panadol?
Your niece
Oh, she had a
had the
Panadol?
Panadol. No, she got where the nurse's counter was
Okay.
and took the bottle of Panadol, but they didn't see her when she took it.
Oh, okay.
And she went on her bed. But the girl caught her in time and take it from her. Because she threw out about 8 of them to take. And the girl said, no.
So because she was feeling pain, why she took the Panadol?
She said, she never take it. And the girl took it back from her. And she said, no, I can't take it no more. She's like, I can't take it no more, I can't take it no more. I can't do it no more.
Yes.
The same girls tell her to sit down and try and get out some of the stool. Bend down. She end up down there for a good 2-3 hours on the floor upon one of the bed pads.
Yes.
Good. She got down there a good while. Till peace came out and she feel a little relief. And she got relaxed. After that she sleep for a while. Right? She start eat again. When she start to eat now, it look like the food go back to waste and she have to go pass stool again.
Yes.
So she go right into square one. She stopped eat from about the Thursday or the Friday because they had her on IV fluid.
Okay.
She said she have to be on it because she not eating. That's what she told me. So she was on the IV fluid for the rest of the time that I was there. I remember again she went, we tried going up there and then running. And at one point, one other girl carried her up there and then tell her, say, she need her privacy and she need to go back to her bed. So the girl need her privacy and she need to go back to her bed. So the girl go back, leave her where the doctor is and go back to her bed. Same time she come back. When they were talking about ambulance, the same girl that was across supposed to go to the ambulance as well. Wednesday, when ambulance is there, no staff. Thursday was holiday. Friday, when staff was there, no ambulance. Saturday now, ambulance I come and it was 45 minutes out there waiting for the patient, but no patients arrived. So one of the patients from the other cuticle asks, is it the patient should watch out for the ambulance or you guys should let the patient know when the ambulance has arrived? So at the end of that, no ambulance didn't came. The girl across from me, she got driven from someone and went, but your niece couldn't come because she could have barely walked to the bathroom. We have to assist her to the bathroom. So she could not manage to go on the road.
And no one assisted her, as in like would have get somebody to wheel her out on a wheelchair. They didn't mention that any at all to assist her to the ambulance.
Another thing is she wasn't on the list to go with the ambulance.
She wasn't on the list to go. Oh, okay.
She wasn't on that list to go out when the Saturday came. Because she said that they said she's not on the list. And a nurse told her she's not on the list for true.
Yeah.
So basically, she wasn't going to go out on any ambulance at all because she wasn't on the list to go out. Right? The next day, some family member that worked there came. Right? And he was saying that, she was saying that they tell him that she signed out herself and went to go to the ultrasound this Saturday. And she said, no, I didn't. I couldn't go out on Saturday. I did not. So she don't know where they get the information from. So she was in there after that. I've been there for a couple more days after and then I left. So I don't know what happened after
Yeah.
I left. But when she was there, they weren't showing her any attention.
Mm.
They were like saying that she was over exaggerating the pain. So I got
Yeah.
the information. And she was there and she was in excruciating. She was literally suffering. She was literally in pain.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened after. I left her there and I left her there. The last thing I said is I hope you make it out alive.
Okay.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been feeling you for a very long time. After 4 days, you should go to the hospital and you should get assistance with removal of fluids. So I don't know.
All right. One of my friend actually called me and or text me and let me know that you were gonna call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like I said, with your private your number.
There's other patients
Mm-hmm.
that is there. We can tell you the exact story as well.
Yes.
Who was
Yeah.
in the same cuticle.
And you know those
But
person?
yeah, I know them. But the only reason why I don't want my name out
Yeah.
there
Yeah. Yeah.
is because if I was not still pregnant, I would have surely helped. But I have to go back there and I don't want it to kill me
Yes.
off.
Yes. Which is understandable.
So through that now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to keep my name out till I give birth.
Yes. And
So,
I appreciate your
but
help as well.
but others, I was the only one there that don't
Mm.
have baby yet. So if they
Wow.
know say is the one that don't have baby yet, they don't know say I'm me.
Yeah.
So I try not to get.
Yeah, man.
It's me and her was the only one left to have baby in the
Okay.
cuticle,
Yeah, I
right?
understand.
And I left, so I'm still pregnant. So I don't want to go up there and then they go do me the same way as you understand.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
try not to until I have my baby, then I can
Mm.
assist if I want, if I can assist her. But I
Okay.
can't assist until I have baby. Because
Understood.
I don't want them to kill me up there.
Understood. Understood. So you have any other girl's number? Like, you
I
could give
have
them
them
my
number,
number?
so what I could do is call them and ask and let them give them your number and let them tell us
Yes.
some of the
Yeah.
story
Yes.
as well.
Yes. I would really appreciate that.
Because even one of them, she said she and her used to go high school together.
Let's go together.
Yes.
All right.
And she's
I was
upset.
speak. Yeah, I was speaking to one of them. Spoke to me, and she said to me, "I'm not sure if you are aware of the situation where, she told me that she was in the assessment area part. That's the part where you'd go to like when you go into the labor room. Yeah,
Yes,
she
and
was
that is
staying.
it.
Yeah, she was staying in that area. She said, and she said she heard somebody slapping my niece, and like and telling her to get up off the floor, like giving her some hard slaps. Are you aware of that situation?
No, I wasn't there at that
Oh yeah,
point.
maybe I wasn't there at that time.
Yes,
Hmm.
but they and I don't. All I know, even when they were walking past her, she was saying, "Help me, please. Help, no
Hmm.
help, please."
Yeah.
And that's all. And I saw her, and even me go up there and try and then run me. Other girls go up there and then try and then run me. So
Hmm. And
we couldn't do
nobody rendered
anything.
any assistance.
As I said, there was couple of them,
Hmm.
couple of them, couple of them. Well,
Okay.
and that help tried, but they can only do what they're assigned to do
Yeah, I
by the
understand.
head. Do you
Hmm.
understand what? They have the head of them, so they can't do much unless the
More
head
than
tell them
yeah.
to do.
Hmm.
So basically, some of them tried,
Okay.
but majority of them they're very corrupt and
Hmm.
they're very evil, very very evil,
Okay.
very very. Because I experienced it with my other daughter with them,
Hmm.
and as I said, but my baby father was very miserable, so they not really. And as what I told the baby father to go out there and make some noise. They
Hmm.
don't like when you start make noise. Else she
Oh.
would have gotten through.
Hmm.
They don't like when family member come up, they come make noise. Right?
Yeah.
Because they don't like so when excitement come down from Matubar. So basically I did say to him, say, go up there and ask. So I didn't know what happened. If he did go up there, I don't know what happened after. That was it. But I have at least 4 girls' number. And I can give you, I can call them and make them call you. Come on. And make it call you. Exactly what. The same thing about it anyways. What exactly happened.
Yeah.
Because she went through a lot. May I tell you? She went through a lot. And I left. So I don't know what hell she got through after I left. She went through a lot. And all them talk about ambulance, she wasn't on any list. Figure out.
Okay.
So ambulance is excuse.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give the girls.
Yeah, let's reach out to them and let them call me. And somehow,
Because
I don't know.
They might help you more because they're not pregnant anymore and they don't have to go back to the hospital.
Yeah.
So they might help you better than me where they still pregnant. And as I say, I'm the only one who leaves out of all of us that was there.
Yes.
I'm the only one that left.
That is still pregnant.
That is still pregnant.
Yes.
So they will know.
Okay.
But it was me and her. Me and her was basically 1 week apart for having baby. So me and her left to have baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So thank you again, and I'm looking forward for the other persons to give me a call.
I'm going to call them right now.
And you can still reach out to me on this number because remember you're private your number, so I don't know what to call you just in case, if I needed you. But you can just more in there. You can just reach out back to me just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, man, and thank you again.
All right.
Yeah, man. Have a great day.
Same to you.
Thanks.
Jamaica, me go and say this too now. Courtney, me sure you grow with your granny, and your granny say children live what they learn. So, honey, if you have oral sex on video, and if you open up your punani and do all of them something there, your child is going to become just as you are. They're not going to hide nothing because you practice to them what you do. Yes. So, Annie, I'm going to say your careless life is why your daughter end up doing the same thing. Because them say follow the leader, them follow your nasty, dirty ways. You follow your nasty, dirty ways. When I saw what is being done on the internet, talk if me I tell lie tonight, Jamaica. Annie ought to be blamed for how her children are raised. She raised them like any ghetto village. That's not the truth. So what is the truth? That's not the truth. So what is the truth? She raised her people. When we look at Anna and this, all of them. USA don't need to talk about it. It needs to be spoken about because you have a lot of careless parents online raising pitney, and when the pitney become, them things that the pitney should be different. How can a child be different when you are living a life of pornography? How can a child be living different when your life is an example of nastiness and carelessness? A lot of people not going to like when you talk truth. And I understand that yes, it's child pornography, but there is a serious conversation that needs to be had. The conversation about how parents are growing their children. Me know children learn, Courtney, what they live. If, I'm going to say this, how important. If you're a farmer and that child wakes up every morning with you and sees you farming, do you know, Courtney, naturally, the child is going to learn the rudiments of farming and understand. If your child sees you as a driver and that child is in that vehicle monitoring you every day, do you realize that that child will eventually become a driver? If that child realize that you're a community or and all they see each day, Courtney, is a different visitor to their household, do you realize that there's a 99% chance that child will also become a community or? So children, Courtney, live what they learn. So I am saying to the Jamaican people tonight, Annie failed her children on a 1 picnic, on a 2 picnic. All of Annie's children, life is a social media drama. All her life is a social media drama. And people might say, why, Andre? Social media can't grow picnic, you know. Social media can't grow picnic, you know, Courtney. Social media cannot. How much children she have? I think about 5 or 6. Show me one of the children that Annie has grown properly. Show me one of the children that Annie has grown properly in this country. Not one of them. So me say that to say tonight, Jamaica. Me not come here for come in and no argument about Annie. I'm going to say to you, parents, live a responsible life parenting. I mean, I want nobody say, oh, because me did have the picnic young, so me don't know how to parent. Rubbish and garbage. No parent, Courtney, because you have the picnic young, means you have to fail them. I know a lot of parents who have picnic young, and them grow them picnic with decency. So don't come talk about a youthful exuberance where you can't grow. Or something called decency and integrity. We know a young girl out there who have picnic and them send back themselves for school. And picnic and have CHC and all grow up with 8 and the mother 28, 29. So when anybody come and talk about, oh, because she youthful and she young. Foolish argument. Annie has failed that child because the child practiced what Annie has done. It is a sad reality. It is a nasty reality. And not found now go like to hear the truth. Not found now go like to hear the truth. There is no excuse. Not one excuse. And there must come a time where all our one's parents will feel the picnic, the state must lock on up for child negligence. You know, Courtney, the state must start lock up some of them careless, dirty mama and pupaya for child negligence. Suppose you see how the child, the way in which the child was doing this act, Courtney, it showed the child had experience. And it's not the first time. And not found no. I go and lick a next clip tonight. Not found out there as powerful, influential women. How much I know I say, you know what, me go condemn Annie. But me go say, alright, let me see if me can empower Annie. How much I know I sit down as influencers. Terry Carell, Yendi Phillips, Kitty and the whole round. They say, let me teach some of them mothers here. Take up 120 mothers and put them on one program, Courtney. And say, me empower them mothers if they become better mothers. How much of them influential women here? How much of them influential women here? I say, make me empower and teach and train and empower and deal with. Where them are always empower. Them empower themselves when it is to their whims and fancies. All they want Kitty do are empower enough to take man money. Hey, you not draw me out over here today, you know. So Lisa Hannah went to some labor rights. labor rights investors into the media company. And the company in question and her went into an agreement for her to do them to do a production for $8 million. $8 million. So what is the scope of work that they were to do? They were to do a documentary about her life, her career, and the project themselves failed. She said the project failed. And now the whole thing, Miss former beauty queen, has exploded into a bitter court battle. The producers say Jamaica. Listen now. The producers say Jamaican $, hear this. I would is them and say I squash 6 bars. No, me not go pan nothing with no squash 6 bars. Them not say you in a prison. I couldn't squash 6 bars this Courtney. No. Me can't take on them there right now. Me and them one serious conversation. The producers are saying that they did the work, Courtney. Meaning they put the film together. They did the documentary. Then put everything together. And when they are through, Lisa is saying that they did not meet the timeline. And because of such, she not pay them. Not even a percentage. She not even say, you know, say me I go give 1.6 million or 1.5 million, I will just call it a day. Even for the outporting and everything. Me go say this to you. See, as I creative myself. Enough people me say work me and not pay me, but I leave them to judge me. Because one day for every truth was spoken, there sure will be no peace. But you see, no fun in love work creative cameraman, video man, photographer, editor, mixer, this and that, and only things so to give them what only feel like, and when them the work not do, perform the meritance. I'm gonna say this, Lisa, it don't look good. Your husband have the money, pay the man them something. Labor right hand, this not look good, Jamaica. This not look good. You hear Mr. Courtney? You as a sound man, me want to ask people today as a tradesman, people, not found no little like on the makeup and so forth. On is classified a part of the orange economy. What is classified the creative economy? How would you feel that you still did the work and she say you never meet the timeline? And she decides that she not pay you nothing. You wouldn't feel away. Even if you say pay the basic cost for production. Yeah. Lisa, it not look good by your name. So you could have counter sue the man them some more. It not look good by you. It don't look good by you, Lisa Hannah. It not look bad pan. It not look bad pan Jason, you know, because people are gonna say Jason is a trying youth. We are trying to do something. And he might try. So imagine, and Jason adjust the owner Courtney. Jason a video man for pay. Jason a photographer for pay. Jason have sound man for pay. Jason have editor for pay. So how Jason not gonna find the money pay them, Lisa Anna? So before you say you're going to carry them go to court, Lisa, pay them, no man. Start out to you, them will do the work, no man, and do the honorable thing, no man. Tell me if I lie. You see why I feel it, because as a creative, I've seen me do work. Me one time I go up one scene in Jamaica. One braggadocious artist in this country. And I work the scene, Courtney. You remember? Sharon can't tell you. I work the scene, put the scene together, write the script for the music video. And when the work done and the period for one, hey, not $1, Courtney. Andre Stevens Gate. And me look pan it and me laugh after them. And me say, you know, say, to judge me. And to date, Jamaica, every time that artist want to go hire Courtney, he can't go hire. You know why? There is something called karma. Karma. So if you say the man them never meet the deadline, you should have said to them, it now go work out. Pause the project. No found no, because I think you have name anti-clan this and that. Only if you abuse people. Project done and the man them not get paid. Project done. And when we look at the music video on YouTube in a Courtney, almost 3 million people watch it, you know, and I never get a royalty from it. Only if we stop do that to creatives in this country. You are hereby notified to vacate the premises and remove all personal belongings, structures, materials, and other property on or before the 20th of August 2026. Following the 20th of August 2026, the owner intends to proceed with clearing and securing the premises in accordance with the applicable laws.
What can go so?
Who is the owner? Who is the owner, Jamaica? Because if the owner go put up that carissa, if me know anything about, that is my substantive argument today. Me no have no time to deal with baga and trollers. Me no have no time for baga and trollers. That me want to deal with today. Who are the owner? I think today, Jamaica, it is unconscionable for a government to see this is happening. And a government not say, you know, sir, I think I need to put an eviction notice on this matter. You remember I show you a letter that was written to Horace Chang in 2010. Today, I'm going to show another letter, you know. I am going to show you how Horace Chang wicked to the people, and then him go back to them and tell them so they need to come off of the land. Dredan put up the letter and make them see it big. This time on a Carol Davis represent, you know. Further, wait now, Jamaica. Further to our letter on May 11, 2010. We will still await your response. Horace Chang no respond to the people, them, you know. Kindly note that the landowner's attorney at law have what notified you that the deadline for negotiation of the sale is December 15, 2010. So the landowner, Mr. Chisholm, at the time, make Carol write to Horace Chang. Horace Chang, Jamaica, don't respond. The 9th of November 2010, the landowner write back to Horace Chang and said to Horace Chang, you still don't respond. We're giving you until when? The 15th of December. Why, what a wicked people. The 15th of December to respond. 2010. Horace Chang to date. Hear what the landowner say? The matter is quite urgent, and we ask for your advice us as soon as possible whether you intend to make the matter on behalf of the residents. What are wicked people? What are wicked people? Here is the proof. Here is the proof, Jamaica, that Horace Chang never respond to New Falmouth Resort Limited. Here again, New Falmouth Resort Limited responded to Horace Chang November of 2010, 16 years later, Horace Chang could have fixed a matter 16 years ago. Horace Chang could have bought the lands for the people and make them get NHT house and make them pay down for the land. But Horace Chang never responded. So many of you are talking about, oh, Portia. Remember, Labour Party government was there before Portia. And Horace Chang was housing minister. Where is the correspondence nationwide? Emily and all of you were talking about caveat and this and that. Only I remember say Horace Chang could have purchased the land. That was the period of negotiation. That was the period where the landowner did have a change of heart and saying to the TikTok, couldn't go over my YouTube channel to go see what me I talk about now. Go over my YouTube channel, TikTok, and go see what me they talk about. And so there's something there. When they call me and they talk to me. What a wicked, unconscionable, uncaring government. They literally could have purchased the land. They literally could have fixed the situation on the land. Dredan, put up my phone number. Because I know a lot of people are hurting by this. And then you come now 16 years after I go say that the police is compound by duty to help the landowner take off people of the land. You's a wicked, dirty drunko. But you see, do you remember that your housing minister in 2010 when Bruce Golding was prime minister? He got a piece of document. You know what the piece of document said, Courtney? What? See there. Remember, I shared you a piece of document last week, and I have a lot of them to share now. Because I get the catalog of all of the letters that were sent to Horace Chang and the government. The 23rd of May, 2010, Horace Chang got a letter from the attorney representing Mr. Chisholm. Mr. Chisholm? Yeah. Here again, another attorney represented Mr. Chisholm. Remember, you know, Carol represented Mr. Chisholm. Here is now Mr. Hollis and Company, representing Mr. Chisholm because they wrote to Horace Chang in May. Now, here is them again writing to Horace Chang in November. Because Horace Chang didn't respond to them. You hear what Mr. Chisholm said in this letter? There is a deadline on the 15th of December 2010. 16 years ago, Horace Chang had the opportunity to fix. You hear what I said? Horace Chang Jamaica had an opportunity to fix. Horace Chang Jamaica had an opportunity to fix the ills and the wrongs for that 9 acreages of land. But I don't know how Marlon Morgan don't see this. But I know why I can't see it. In the fat in him belly, Courtney. It cover him eye. Rabasa. The fat in him belly cover him eye. So when he must have seen the obesity Jamaica. The obesity covering eye, him can't even. Them have selective outrage in this country. Him obese? You don't see him size. It's almost a 400 pound Teletubby, you know. And I show him can't, him can't ram it, so him have to face it. Ball out!
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach.
You know, when I start fling and fix them business, you know, me a pass the same in Jamaica, so me have to fix something. But it's the truth. Enough of them cannot. Me say this case one at a time, please. But I'm going to say again, when you think about the substantive issue tonight, Marlon saying that the PNP playing the politics. Marlon, 16 years ago, Horace Chang could have fixed the politics. Yeah. Who this a call me? Sorry, Apostle. Sorry, Lord God. So I am saying to the Jamaican people tonight, if the truth is that the Jamaican people are suffering, the truth is your government of the day, the Labour Party government of Bruce Golding as Prime Minister in 2010, and Chang as Housing Minister 16 years ago, Chang could have fixed it. 16 years ago, Chang could have bought the land, put the people on the land, and so now if you take on the time, pay little to pay up the NHT. Tell me if it's right or wrong, Jamaica. I tell them in a Courtney. No sense. Only things I just know them there. How many US military there? You know from when them there, Courtney? Courtney, you know, I remember when we look down and say, when the fire happened in June, I said, how many of them remained in Jamaica? You remember when I asked the question, Courtney? How many of them remained in Jamaica? Remember the night at 9:02 on the Friday night, Courtney? There was a Nico Shatter. You remember, Courtney? There was an all-island blackout on the Friday night.
What can go so?
I ask you, Courtney, how many of them? You know, this is a story come to bump now. Almost 2 months after the formal agreement has been signed, Courtney. So they have been. I want Horace Chang to tell you all tonight. As a matter of fact, it's not. You know, Courtney? Mr. Marsh calling. Yes, Mr. Marsh, quickly, please.
Yes, you're right. Andre, you're perfectly right. When the ship was leaving,
thank you.
The soldiers leave behind. And the general ship, some of who will be coming like the TCN, general ship, and all of them were sent back at the port team. None of them are come as soldiers in disguise.
Spies!
Yes. They are here already, and they must stop trying to fool people. And let me tell you quickly before I go.
Yes.
One man must knock your head one time and throw one bag over the US Embassy.
Yes.
At Upper Ligani. And me never know such too much US soldiers than Jamaica. When you look on top of the embassy building, that tell it all, you hear?
Tell it all.
So the soldiers then, they both appear no school and no foolishness to them actually. Then they are long
remember,
time.
Marshall, when them tell me, say, Courtney, said the people them come for tour Jamaica. Them certainly tour Jamaica.
I'm paying school.
I'm paying school. Wait, no, Courtney, and not one of those schools were painted. I don't see one picture.
What's it not liar that we have as leaders in Jamaica, eh?
And I'm going to say, the Jamaican media don't ask these questions in a Courtney.
Forget them. We don't have journalists. We have reporters and JLP supporters.
Reporters and JLP supporters.
Yes, that's what we have in
Jamaica,
media.
let me remind you. Thank you, Marshall. Let me get to the substantive point back. Remember, Courtney, I asked. Me don't know if you remember. I asked if it is about 1,700 US soldiers that were left behind. And people were wondering, how teacher know this? Let me say something to you. There are programs like PDTV that the US believes in because we champion truth and honesty. So PDTV is one of those few houses. You hear what I said, Courtney? That knows the truth. And I remember something came to my desk. You remember? And I said, Courtney, what is this? I remember when I said to you all, Jamaica, how many were left behind? And people are wonder, oh, teacher, ask them a question. Yeah. Hey. I ask you. And people are saying, why Andre asking those questions? All it needed was formalization. They needed to do the formal cleanup before it get into areas that, oh, this operation has been covert. You see all what you see, Courtney, happening over the wharf? I remember I said to you, Courtney, the reason why they caught it over the wharf is because of what? The FBI got the tip. Oh, you remember the conversation? If we remember the conversation, say yes. If you remember the conversation and people are saying, remember I said to you, Courtney, the only reason why there was a major drug bust over the wharf is because of the military operations of international forces. And I also said to you that JPS will never give you the right report. To date, you still don't get the right report as to why the light lock off, you know. Yeah, you remember? Thank you, T-Play. To date, you still don't get the reason why the light lock off, you know. I am still waiting, Courtney, to get the official report from JPS. So you were all lied to by Daryl as to the reason why the light lock off. There was a fire at where? Up our camp. You all got distracted, and I came to you the next day and I said to you, remember this Saturday, I never even do Saturday night chill. I catch some breaking news and I ask you, the Jamaican people, how many soldiers were left behind? Then I said to the Jamaican people, Courtney, last week, the tip about the drug bust 2 weeks ago is because of the United States. And all the drug correlated busts around the island is because the United States have occupation within our security forces. Now, is it making sense to you all now? Do you understand what is happening? So there is an occupation of the United States military in Jamaica. And when I asked the questions by Horace Chang and Andrew Holness, none has answered. And then Horace Chang went last week Friday in his very few trips. Chang na visa like me for go to Washington, so I'm for go to Panama. You hear what I said? Chang don't have visa to go to Washington, Jamaica. Big foreign. He can't go to the big foreign. So I'm for go to Panama. And when he go meet Pete Hexet, they formalized the agreement because they never want the rat trap to catch them. I'm going to say again to the government and the people of Jamaica, what did Chang sign to? How long will the United States military be operating in Jamaica? And in truth, it's not Chang who should be signing that agreement, you know, Courtney. Because Chang is the Minister of Security. You know who should have signed that agreement? Is the Minister of Defense. But Holness don't want to be seen as the one who sell out Jamaica. So I'm sending Minnie and Chang to go there. Do you understand what is being said now? So if the Jamaican people on TikTok and all of these places are understanding, before the U.S. Secretary comes here, Jamaica needs to be cleaned up. So you see, I said a matter last night and people wonder why teachers say it. Students who want to say to them, I'm very coordinated and I report them. And I coordinate in a way, Courtney, that people can understand. Remember I asked last night, why are the Chinese on the ground giving out? You know what the Chinese normally do? They normally give the MPs to give the people, but they are going directly to the people. The Chinese going directly to the people because they have the Chinese agents on the ground. And same way Jamaica, the CIA, and the military of the United States is on the ground. September 1, round the corner. And we are now being told that some of our children may have to take turns, going back to school, take turns, going back to school because repairs still are not finished. Think about it. Hurricane Melissa struck October 28, and 10 months after, 10 months after, Courtney, majority of the schools are still not ready for opening. But I'm not surprised by this Labour government, because over the last 10 years, show me one school that the Labour government has built. Show me, I'm going to ask, I'm going to challenge, like how Mr. Vegas run last night. I'm going to ask Mr. Vegas in all truth and fairness. Show me one school the Labour Party has built in the last 10 years. All the schools that are to be done is a rebuild, a repair. No schools starting from scratch. So they go touch two nearly in the roof, Courtney. Put one tarpaulin over that one day. Put one toilet. Put one table. Put this so.
Millions.
I'm going to ask the labor rights tonight again. I remember one of the leaders said selfish better than education. Remember one of the leaders said selfish better than education. Even before the hurricane, show me one school the Labour Party built. There is a pattern by this government. There is a pattern by this government where the resources are not used for the people. The labor right bloggers will say the JLP government repaired thousands of schools, hundreds of schools, but repair is not. The repair is not priority, and the repair does not exchange for a build-out. You know, when you know a government and a nation is developing, is when a school can be created. A school for STEM, a school for AI, a school for creative, a school for sports. You don't have specialized schools in Jamaica. And where education is going is specialized learning. Specialized learning. And then you could have, but I am saying, where is the government making the efforts for specialized education in this country? Where are schools being developed? Where are academias being developed for the interest of the people in this country? Nothing is being done. The old political oligarch, you are going to say something to you. Many of you tonight who have a trade, many of you who are engineers and tradesmen and carpenter must remember and respect the work of the People's National Party. It was Michael Manley who said, let us build some technical vocational schools because the grammar schools is not for everyone. Do you know that majority of your uncles and your fathers and your aunties and your mothers who are specialist seamstress, that it was the work of Michael Manley to put in vocational education in this country? So many of you wouldn't, what Rex Nettlefall called smadification. Many of you wouldn't have been a smaddy. Wouldn't be able to make it and build house, our own house, if Michael Manley never turned in a tradesman. You therefore must respect a lot of you as young people do not understand. Not found you as young people who got techno educational school. It was the Michael Manley who make no found could have get an opportunity and a partner draw. Fit on UMA, fit on this, fit on makeup artist. You could have done big chef.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Children, 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 children. It has truly been an honor to once more do this annual back to school event. In 2023, I want to say to the people who are still around, thank you for being around. Mrs. Foster Allen in taking her leave just in a moment. But there was a group of persons who were with me when I got a dream. Most of you don't know that majority of the things that I do is inspired by a dream. I got a dream in 2023. I spoke to a few persons around. Mrs. Foster Allen at the time, Auntie Claudette, everybody know Auntie Claudette. Auntie Claudette, when I get, so every time I get those dreams, there are a few people who get the call in the 6 o'clock. You know, I believe that it should take a significant portion of the money I was saving on YouTube then in the one bedroom to give to the children of Jamaica. I remember Mrs. Foster Allen said, "You're sure you know what you're doing?" And I remember Auntie Claudette said, "Andre, you're going to open a can of worm. Are you sure?" I remember in that year, after that, I met a great woman who became my spiritual mother. And I told her, and she said, "Son, I don't know you well yet, but I'll cover you in this season." That time I lost a great one, a mother to me, Heather Moyston. May her soul rest in peace. And in that period, it was women like Auntie Claudette, women like Mrs. Foster Allen, women like Apostle Gregory, who pulled me through to do that event. At that time, we had about 150 students at Claudette at Parliament that we graced with back to school. It really opened a can of worms, and I came under significant attacks, where even I was stripped of all of my resources. Auntie Claudette said to me in 2024, "You'll bounce back." Apostle said, "Andre, easy this year." Mrs. Foster said, "Andre, you're just coming back, easy." I might not have kept Althea a function that year, but I secretly went behind their backs and people came to me and I helped over 40 people secretly. So I would be at the house and when Auntie Claudette gone, I tell them, "Come at 4 o'clock, we know say by 3 o'clock she's there." And the people would come on the days that I know she's not going to come around and they would get them in the party. She came to me again in 2025. I was a little bitter from the experience of 2023. And she said to me, "Andre, you're going to do this?" And I said, "No." Rakar, the vision came again. And then I woke up in a very spirited moment, Mrs. Finnegan. And then I said, "All right, I'm going to do the first 30. This was the end of July last year, right, Mrs. Foster? And I went on PDTV one morning, one night, and I said, "I need all of you helping YouTube land." And we were able in 3 weeks to raise $1.9 million to service 100 plus students last year. The team came again. The team was much more organized this year because Lady Foster, Lady Claudette, Apostle, all of them said, we need to start. When I was about to start, my greatest champion transitioned, my grandmother. So the campaign got delayed because my grandma died. But that never stopped me from doing this mission. After laying grandma to rest, and I had all those things to do, I said to them, the mission must continue out there. And in 1 month, many people saying, beggy, beggy, in can't beggy. But all that begging each night, we raised almost 22,000 US dollars in GoFundMe. The Zelle contributions came to $3,450. The e-transfer was 1,600 Canadian. And what we did with the Cash App, all of the miscellaneous that needed to be sorted, the rental of the room, the food, all of that today, the logistics, we use the Cash App funds to see to it that everybody is serviced down to the cameraman and the photographer. I want to say to people, there is no shame in asking. The Bible said, seek and ye shall find, ask and it shall be granted. Don't it, Bishop and Apostle? So, I'll continue. Even if I have to go into representation, my form of representation will be crowdfunding and the people's voice. And as a people's voice, it is the $5, it is the $10 that is seeing to it today that 220 students, listen again, last year we said we did 100 plus. We doubled this year and we are able to do over 220 students across the length and breadth of Jamaica. Clap yourselves. So as I beseech Jamaica, I empower dreams. And in empowering dreams, we do it one student at a time. So I remember when I said, boy, this go for me look like it now work. I said, all right. I remember a student said, teacher, let us do a marathon each Friday. If somebody matches the 500, I will match the 500. And I want to say to Mr. Christopher Campbell and all of those people who went above and beyond to see to it that the children were serviced today, we say we continue empowering dreams, one student at a time. In social media land, they will argue I'm not a university education. But I will say this to you all today. I carry you all here for you to aspire for greatness. This is where you all need to come one day. And parents, my mother struggled to get me to university. And then I depended on others and I was what? Used, tattered, and abused. Parents, invest in your children. If you have to go clean a little house there, so put a little savings there, so hustle there, so don't let your child become abused by the system. So as I stand in the hallways of the University of the West Indies in the Faculty of Law, I say to you all today, many will say he doesn't have it, but one day I'll finish my degree and I'll be able to say to you all, I did it. I know one day Jamaica is going to be in a better place, Mrs. Nita Garvey, because of the investments we made in education for these children. We plant seeds daily. I want to know that when I retire in Jamaica, the bongo, and the corruption and the nastiness that exists today, the bagga is no more. Many of you in this room, you will listen to your parents nightly, listening to what is happening in Jamaica. And when you hear I say set a rat trap, and when I say ball out, only know say something is wrong in this country. Do not become a part of a broken system. One, be a nationalist for change. Me not invest in how to become waste man and waste woman in the future. Enough children would have wanted an opportunity for somebody to invest in them. PDTP is investing in you for you to become the agents of change. Don't waste, children. Listen to me. They argue that what we're giving here is chicken feed. However, none of your parents appreciate a $15,000 this afternoon. When you can buy one car key, when you not buy no back and get back to them, no sir. Plus, when you can go get a pair of shoes and buy at least 2 of the school book them and send on a picnic go for school. Thanks. Thanks to the goodness of the donors who made that possible. And I am just the vehicle that they know. But if the donors them are foreign and in Jamaica never say, boy, make me get to do what's the initiative. You know why it is done? People know integrity. And the reason why I'm able to do this time and time again is because this platform is transparent. We're filled with integrity. And if they come after me, banker, accountant, trustee, treasurer is always ready. Have all the receipts because no one will say we use the people's money for our personal benefits. I will say again, many times people wonder, how I'm not driving, how I'm not owning more, no. But I do understand the importance of investing in the future. I would never be one of them who gets resources for the people and use it for self-accomplishments. So if $10 million come in, Bishop Rakar, and the 10 million are spent on the people of Jamaica. Let the people of Jamaica and the children of Jamaica benefit, because for far too long, benefits have come into this country and the people don't get them partner wrong. So as I continue to empower your dreams, children, make this pledge. Raise your hands and stand up, children. Every child here today, stand if you can. Look proud. I carried you here today because one day you will walk the halls of a university. You will walk the halls of a college or an academic space. Many of you might not become the lawyers and the doctors. You see, over there, so that's my primary school, Waterford. And I made sure to see to it at the school that birthed me to who I am today. Their seeds are planted. I say to you all today, make a pledge. I pledge. Make a pledge. I pledge to be an agent of change for Jamaica. I stand for brotherhood and justice. I stand for my country. my family, my school, and my community. University. So continue, students. Listen to me. I must understand. My mother, my mother around here, one of the organizers, tell you, my mother never have the best relationship, but good prayers work. And one of my greatest dream of my grandmother is for me and my mother to be restored. And every little thing we had to know, this cross, that cross, and she said, I'll sort out the registration. So the lady in the white that you all saw today is my mother, clap her. There is Uncle Courtney. Because he's left, right, and center, but he has never left my side. Courtney carries me around. You have to make sure as children, the people who are around you protect and love them and adore them. There's Auntie Claudette. When I was in Washington, each year for Philippines, we reach some amount of box, we reach that, and put the cup Auntie Claudette. Where is Nikki? Call Nikki a second. This woman, every day, no, you're not going to see my prayer. All of the report and the organization of this space is done by Nikki. And of spiritual guidance and sustenance, there is the hospital and there is everything that makes sure every morning they get spiritual renewal. I say that to say it's not Ali. Many of them don't know. When I struggled, I never have nowhere to live. I can tell you. As permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education, she said, my son, I don't have much now, but see why you could try there. One who will come. The lady who was the mayor of Kingston and Penang, Dr. Angela Bromberg. Mayor Swaby, who is not here today, went to her when he was her deputy, and Angela Andre went on the brink of the registered at school. Mayor Bromberg and time said, Andre, don't worry, I'll finish out that semester and semester. Almost clap people today, the circumstance why I never get to finish university. But I commit to Jamaica as I make a commitment to other things. As I went back to school before your thing, and I finished the race, so that the critics and the pundits can say, oh, we finished now, what more will we be able to say? So students, do go this year the academic journey, make well of the path and draw you get today. When you're done, tell them, do this and this way. Do this and this path. So go light the world and make it happen, make it great, and remember, continue to empower your dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
We're coming through. We're coming through. Reverse the curve. Send back the order. Reverse the curve. Send back the order. Where he come from? Anywhere he come from. If a Jamaica, if a Clarendon, if a St. Thomas he come from. Saint Mary. Send it back. Send it back. We don't want to hear ya. Come out of Jamaica. Leave we Highland. Leave Jamaica. Leave Jamaica. We say leave Jamaica. We are going to